Okay, so this video is going to show you how you can use the spreadsheets on Google Docs to make a graph for your spring constant for your mousetrap project. So the first thing you do here is you got to make a data table. So I'll start with the X value, so that's going to be your distance that you pulled it. So I'm going to label it up here with the units, and for the Y we'll use force. So note that I'm using force in newtons and distance in meters, not centimeters. So now you just write down the distances. So you should have pulled it 1 centimeter, 2 centimeters, and 3 centimeters. Now for the forces, you fill in your particular forces. So I'm looking at my data table here, my paper data table, to fill this one out. So I'll start with the force at 1 centimeter, force at 2 centimeters, and the force ahead for 3 centimeters. So once you've done this, you simply highlight everything that you have here, and let me zoom back out so you can see all the tools. So what I would do is just simply go to Insert, go down to where it says Chart, and click on Chart. So now you get all this stuff here. You get some recommendations. It may be the first recommendation, but I'm just going to go ahead and go to chart types. So this gives you all the different chart types. You want to go down to where it says Scatter, and so you want the first a scatter chart, not a bubble chart. You want a scatter chart. So you just click on that, and it should give you a preview like this. Note that it gives you a title. You're probably going to want to change that, but since we labeled our axes here, or it's labeled our axes because we labeled the top of our chart with force versus displacement here. I'm going to go ahead and say OK. So let me zoom back out so you can actually see here. So I'm going to click Insert. So it inserts the sheet here. So I can click on this. I can go back to Advanced Edit. Notice it'll take me back to basically the same thing. It's no longer on chart types. It's on customization. And the main thing I would do here on the customization is if you come all the way down to the bottom, you'll see it says Trend Line. So for trend line, it says none, but we want linear. This is how we do our line of best fit. It's a linear trend line, and I'm going to tell it to label the equation there so I don't have to do anything. And I'll click Update, and so here you can see it's giving me a nice line of best fit, and it's giving me the equation of a line in this area here. So I'll zoom in so hopefully y'all can see that a little bit better. So now I can just take this chart here and I can copy it. I'm just going to use Control-C to copy it, and then if I open up my, that's the wrong one, open up the self-assessment that you have to fill out. Now you guys should actually fill in this data table here with your data that I just put over there, but see where it says Insert Graph here? I can just delete that, and I'll just hit Control-V to paste the graph that I just made. And now I have a nice lovely graph to turn in for my project.